Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniatures, and we've been busy printing again, and today we've got a fun little model, well not that little, but a fun model nonetheless from Mini Monster Mayhem. Now Mini Monster Mayhem recently did a whole series of dinosaur related models, and with a budding paleontologist living with me at home, I was absolutely compelled to print as much of it as possible, and today, while we wait for the really big, crazy stuff to print, we're going to take a look at one of their little Ankylosaur models. And again, I probably should stop emphasizing little. It's just one of those pejorative things that always seems to come out of my mouth. So the Ankylosaur itself actually consists of 3 parts, and you can see here we've got the front of the torso, the main body, and the tail. And you'll notice that he's got little ropes hanging off of him. That's because we've got the baggage train version of him. Yes, he's going to be carrying all kinds of baggage, hopefully not emotional baggage. But yeah, there is a version if you don't want to have a dinosaur caravan carrying all kinds of clutter that does not have all those ropes hanging off of it, so keep that in mind. What is he going to look like though? You'll notice that the top of his back plates are flat, and that's because, as I said, we're going to have all kinds of baggage getting carried around by him. Luggage, pots, pans, parcels. So we have the middle section right here, and then we have 2 more sections that kind of attach and hang off the sides. And I'm thinking that you can notice there's little notches on each of the poles here with little plugs as well along the sides that we can probably, if that's the correct side, glue that all together. Again, I don't know which way it's supposed to go. No, I was right. I'm thinking we can probably glue all that together for the frame and then, woo, keep it separate from our dino, so that we can actually get it painted and watch it all fall apart. Yes, and then on top of that, they have a fun little optional canopy if you don't want your perishable goods to spoil while in travel. So, what I'm thinking is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get him built, and we'll find his base, which I actually know I did print. I don't know where it is right now. Hopefully we'll find it for the second half of this video. We'll go ahead. I'm going to try building the frame. That's not good. Why doesn't it? Oh, okay. It does connect. And see if we can get away with having this separate from our Ankylosaurus for the time being to help facilitate painting, and then figure out, oh, what do you know? There's little connector marks on those poles as well. If I can figure out how it's supposed to attach, kind of like that, I guess. And we'll see how it turns out. Okay, enough talking, High Lord Tamberlane. Let's get to building, shall we? All right, we got our Ankylosaur pretty much put together here. Unfortunately, after managing to keep all those little ropes in one piece, I snapped off this one right here while dry fitting the parts, and I have no idea where it went. I'm really irritated about that, but it is what it is. Maybe I will either just snip it off completely, or maybe I will just take some green stuff and try to rope it on over there. Oh, here, let's put his base. He does not have the largest base. I'm calling it a he, I don't know why. And he barely fits on it, but I guess if you're worried about those kinds of things, you know, there's always more options for bases. And I was correct in that I could take the entire luggage rack and actually glue it together to just go ahead and place on our Ankylosaur here. And every single time I do this, I forget which way it's supposed to go. Like that. So, for the most part, you can see that the ropes actually do line up. It's going to take a little bit of wiggling and fiddling with it to get everything right, but then there's that one sad one in the back. Yeah, I got to get everything perfectly aligned. I haven't done that yet. I don't know, maybe I'll just cut that one off. I think that would be the easiest. But I do appreciate the fact that I can actually have this all done so I can paint our dino friend and then paint all that luggage, which is going to take me a while. And then there's still the canopy, and there are those little holes there to line it up. And I can't tell which way it's supposed to go. Boop. Sort of kind of like that. Got to keep the perishable stuff under there. You can see, once he's fully loaded, he's quite a big presence. I mean, he's really large in that sense, especially with that canopy on. So here, let's grab some humans at least to give you guys a good idea of how large everything is here. I don't know if that's the appropriate scale for an actual Ankylosaur. I asked my kid, he wasn't much help. Grabbing a few other models. You'll see what I'm grabbing in a sec. Ooh, there's been an accident. Let's take him off the base for now. I feel like he's balanced far too precariously on that thing. But my first thought was, I want to have a Roman dinosaur caravan. Why? I don't know. I think it goes back to that old Wasteland Raiders set from Royal Park that I had when I was a kid. And I just like the idea of overburdened dinosaurs juxtaposed with various peoples. I think it'd be hurrying by the Digimon-inspired paint job of the T-Rex from Deep Cuts. Oh, you know what? I forgot to show these off. So while I wait on printing some of the crazier stuff from Mini Monster Mayhem, they had these gorgeous-looking hybrid raptors, they called them. I thought these, obviously they're not very much based in reality, but they just looked really cool. They had some more traditional style raptors, but I was thinking these would also be great for salamanders, for any lizardmen or seraphon players out there. Obviously they haven't been primed yet. I don't know if they're the right size for salamanders. A little on the smaller side, I guess. Some raptors from Shadow Sea. So yeah, I think over the summer here, we are probably going to be seeing quite a few dinosaur-themed kits. It seems that a lot of artists and sculptors jumped on the dinosaur train, so to speak. And it seems like there's quite a few new kits coming out. And I'm totally cool with it. But I gotta say, of the ones that I've seen so far, I thought, in terms of creativity, the Mini Monster Mayhem ones have been some of my favorites. Where else are you going to get a three-headed T-Rex carrying, you know, platforms and palanquins? I don't know. And I just love all of the clutter on this guy. So definitely some fun releases. Go take a look. Most of the stuff is probably on my mini factory by now, since I'm super slow in posting it. But definitely some fun kits available. And it looks like they are continuing the reptile theme into the future, so do keep an eye. We'll put a link down below to Mini Monster Mayhem stuff, and hopefully you guys can fulfill your dinosaur caravan tabletop needs just as nicely as I am. With that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.